We are here at Timberline Loop doing the southwest quadrant today. And for this one, we actually park at the glorious Timberline Lodge to get on the Pacific Crest Trail. This is beautiful. Look at that sunset. So, 13.6 miles, 2,700 feet elevation gain, Timberline Loop, southwest quadrant. Essentially, we are doing ZigZag Canyon, Paradise Branch waterfall as our turnaround point, and then coming back. Interestingly enough, right now at about 6,000 feet, we're actually at the highest elevation we're going to be today. So this is one of those rare hikes where we'll actually be going downhill most of the way on the way out. Only gain 700 feet on the way out. Then we get to climb back up 2,000 feet. Grand total, 2,700 feet. Very excited to do this hike. One I've wanted to do for a while. Heading over here. Sign says active service road. Foot traffic, please stay to the side. Look at those initial beautiful views of the mountain. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Just got here at Timberline Lodge and we're getting on to our Pacific Crest Trail, Timberline Loop. And we're starting with a little bit of an ascension. Definitely feel it. My gosh, look at how beautiful that mountain is. The cool part about this hike is you're rewarded with incredible mountain views right out of the gate. Timberline Lodge is essentially a famous ski lodge, National Historic Landmark. You wouldn't have a ski lodge unless you're right on top of the mountain. Oh man, this is beautiful. We're coming up here straight ahead in a minute to our turn onto the PCT, Pacific Crest Trail. We'll be staying on the Pacific Crest Trail for the remainder of our hike as a grand out and back. So not much navigation required, just park, walk up this paved trail, turn on the PCT, and that's it. Really couldn't be easier. Take another look at the mountain, and here we are turning onto Pacific Crest National Scenic Trail. Canada is 550 miles this way. Turn around and get down to Mexico, 2,108 miles, as if so inclined. Today we'll be confining our hike to the great state of Oregon. Let's go. Ooh, stop and take a panorama of beautiful Timberline. My gosh, it's beautiful. We are on the PCT, Pacific Crest Trail. Look at these beautiful blue skies straight ahead. I think we might have lucked out and gotten a perfect day today for this hike. I love me a low of 34, high of 59. It's perfect. Here's the sign. Pacific Crest Trail, Timberline Trail, Paradise Park. Definitely want to keep going this way. Timberline Loop is one of the two most popular backpacking loops in the entire state of Oregon. It's about 40 miles. A lot of great places to camp along the way, next to creeks, rivers, and so forth. Say Timberline Loop, which we're on right now, and Broken Top, Central Oregon, definitely the top two backpacking loops in the state of Oregon, in my humble opinion. So, this being beginning of October, today is October 3rd. We're right at the end of the season. Next week or two, we'll This will be a winter wonderland. So I would expect there's probably a lot of backcountry campers doing this loop, getting their last hurrah in for the end of the season. It takes most people, it's about 40 miles. If you want to do it in a leisurely pace, most people do it in 3 or 4 nights. It's kind of designed that way with camping spots every 8 or 10 miles. If you really want to be a hero, you can do it in 1 night or 2 nights. But you're going to be pushing the pace a bit. Depends on your style of hiking and backpacking. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit away from the civilized section. Park near Timberline. What draws me to a hike like this is the rugged sections. Particularly looking forward to ZigZag Canyon. I think that's going to be beautiful. And stop at Paradise Branch Waterfall. Give you the views. This is what I would classify as a bit of an alpine tundra area. It's kind of the base foundation area next to Timberline Lodge. That is beautiful. Looking up at a canyon, little avalanche chute valley. We're looking up at the beautiful Mount Hood. Absolutely epic. Admiring beautiful views of Mount Hood. Continuing along the trail. Looking up at the ski lift. It's pretty cool to check out the workings of a ski lodge in summer. Get a better sense of the area. We're enjoying panoramic views of the whole area and show off the panoramic expansive perspective we're getting. To our left here on the PCT Timberline Loop, getting beautiful views. It's pretty cool chairlift ski lift area as we continue on. Look at that. That is beautiful. Very beautiful area we're hiking in. We're still in the early phases of this hike, what I would call a tundra area. We'll go over to our right and look at that beautiful Mount Hood. Lots of different directions to gaze at this point. Our hike is still in its infancy. So we're getting more away from the populated area, more towards the wild, natural part. This is the part that beckons me personally. Good mix of alpine trees. These are beautiful mountain hemlocks. That's how you know you're in an alpine zone. Your trail is adorned with hemlocks, pines, as if on cue, and spruces. I think that's even a spruce straight ahead. Yeah, it's a small spruce right there. That's how you know you're in an alpine zone. Love these trees here to our left. Very beautiful. I do love me this type of an area. Ooh, some mountain views up to the right. Mount Hood's still peeking at us. And here we are, coming up to a trail junction. We want to stay on PCT for the remainder of this hike, so make navigating easy. So it says Mountaineer Silcock's Hut. Looks like that's the trail from the parking lot. There is the trail. If you were going to Silcock's Hut, we are going to be staying on Pacific Crest Trail, Timberline Loop. So we continue onward. Descend a little bit. We'll be going down a couple thousand feet and then turn around and coming right back up. Got a 2,700 foot elevation gain. I set 2,000 of that is on the way back. Some safety information on river crossings. With our hike today, we shouldn't have any river crossings. And here is our official signage indicating we are entering Mount Hood Wilderness. So we are going to stop here and fill out our wilderness permit. We have made it. We're here at Mount Hood Wilderness, Mount Hood National Forest. Officially entering the wilderness area. Wilderness area has different rules, laws, policies, procedures governing it. One of which is you can pretty much camp anywhere you want, although I am a proponent of following leave no trace rules, which does prescribe a certain distance away from trail, water source, etc. Always follow leave no trace, but beyond that, pretty much free. The wilderness is your oyster. And look at those beautiful views straight ahead. Looking up yet another avalanche chute. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And we are starting to get to a much more concentrated forest area. Got a beautiful little bird making its song heard. Hopefully he's not warning me about a bear up here. Highly unlikely. This first section, this alpine zone, definitely descending a bit. I could feel it. Mix of some alpine trees and a bit of a tundra. Definitely an alpine zone at 6,000 feet. Alpine range is officially 5,000 and above. The first 1,000 is alpine zone, which is exactly what this feels like. We'll be descending down into the 4,000 range, so we'll be going subalpine, turning around and coming back up to alpine. One of those hikes that borders right on the ecological transition zones, so we're going to see a mix of alpine and subalpine. We're hiking through this alpine switchback area, looking up at a beautiful avalanche chute with Mount Hood up above. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful area. Look at that. That is beautiful. As we come around the corner here, I'm gonna swing around and give you a view. Man, this is cool. Oh, look at that avalanche chute. That is neat. I'm loving these views to our left here, down into a bit of a avalanche chute valley. The Emerald Mount Hood Wilderness Forest, rolling hills in the distance. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Look at that. A little valley, some rolling hills in the distance. These beautiful bright green emerald Mount Hood Wilderness trees. As we continue along here, Pacific Crest Trail, Timberline Loop. This first part, we kind of go between a lot of avalanche chutes and valleys, coming down from glorious, mighty Mount Hood, tallest mountain in the great state of Oregon. Coming up to another canyon of sorts. Oh my gosh, look at this gorgeous canyon we're about to traverse. This is beautiful. gosh, this is beautiful. Look up at that view. This is absolutely incredible. We're here in Mount Hood Wilderness, walking down this beautiful canyon here on the Pacific Crest Trail, Timberline Loop. I'm going to show off the beautiful, beautiful, epic canyon views we're enjoying as we hike through this area. This is incredible. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Up there is the glorious Mount Hood. And we're going to continue on. One of those areas where it's so epic and beautiful, panoramic and expansive, you don't even really know where to look. Too much eye candy to absorb. And this is the mighty 40-mile loop that goes around Mount Hood, one of the two most popular backpacking loops in the state of Oregon. And look at this. This is absolutely epic and gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Right now we are crossing a great divide. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. The views of this are spectacular. We'll stop and pan around so you can see what we're looking up at. We're in an alpine wonderland area. Let me pan around and show you that's the trail we are on. That's the direction we're going. And look down at this beautiful valley. This is an absolutely incredible area. So we continue along here our trail. Oh my gosh, you get enough of this valley. That is epic. This is obviously a very long-term avalanche chute, likely glacially formed. Look at that. Oh my gosh. They give you a trail perspective of what we're looking at as we hike beside it. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful and epic. This is a truly incredible area. Oh my gosh. Look at the beauty of that avalanche chute. Oh my gosh. I'm loving those rolling emerald green hills off in the distance. That big area of trees between here and there. Mount Hood Wilderness is beautiful. And now we are starting to ascend a bit after starting our hike on the down. We're starting to go up. Perfect timing. The sun is just starting to pop up and give us some sunshine. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Very interesting collection of tree logs and branches here on the left. Going through a tree gate. Love me a good tree gate. Kind of leaving that alpine tundra feel, and we got some blue spruces, mountain hemlock, good mix of alpine trees as we enter the wilderness proper. Stop and take a look at this sign. We're going towards Paradise Park Timberline Lodge is the way we came from. I love this tree straight ahead. A lot of character in it. Yeah, the feel of this trail has definitely transitioned from that alpine tundra near Timberline Lodge to more of a classic forest wilderness environment. Much more concentrated down here. Looks like somebody accidentally dropped their wilderness permit. I'd pick it up, but somebody might come back for it. I don't want to incidentally steal their permit while I'm trying to pick up litter. Judgment call, I just leave it. This is the way we just came from. The way we're going. A little switchback. We're here in a particularly vibrant section of the trail here. Some interesting pops of colors. I think fall colors are starting to make their presence known. A little mix of reds and yellows and oranges, and we've got bushes in transition, but definitely brightens up this trail and it's enjoyable to see. Look at this. This is very cool. Gradations of green makes this area come alive a bit and pop a bit more than it would if it was just classic summer. Oh, this is a beautiful area. And we're continuing to descend. And look at this section coming up. This is spectacular. It's a marigold golden brown. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Wow, that is vibrant. It's practically glowing. Stop here and check out the whole section. Now this is some fall colors. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Even a couple little chipmunks here enjoying it as well. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'd call that like a golden yellow. It's beautiful. We are looking down at a beautiful basin. You can see emerald rolling hills off in the expansive panoramic distance. And here in our foreground, we've got beautiful Mount Hood wilderness trees. As we continue to walk here on the Pacific Crest Trail Timberline Loop. Got a little trickle crossing. I'm gonna call this a creek. And we are hiking along a wilderness ridge and continuing to lose elevation as we hike towards Paradise Park. The trail's kind of interesting. It's got like a light gray sand. Makes it pretty easy to walk on. Some sections are dirt, but a lot of them have been sanded, probably for erosion purposes and for convenience. This is a cool section. Going through a series of logs. Some absolutely breathtaking views up at the glorious Mount Hood. As we continue along this trail, pan around to our left a little bit and give you some views of the basin below to our left. Ever come around a corner and feel like you've all of a sudden stepped into a postcard, Alpine Wonderland? Well, that's how this section feels. Look at this. This is beautiful. Definitely entered a magical zone. I'm gonna stop and pan. We can hear the distant sound of a running river. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this section is. This area is beautiful. Look at this gorgeous alpine wonderland area we're entering. Look at that, and look at these colors. I think we timed this perfectly with these fall colors, yellows, oranges, and browns, and reds, giving us pops of color, giving us contrast in our foreground. Look at this beautiful area. Looking at a spectacular basin. Up there at the top of the shot is the beautiful Mount Hood, tallest mountain in the state of Oregon. We're looking at this beautiful alpine basin and really getting these pops of color with the fall colors. It's October 3rd, Got oranges and yellows and browns and reds, shades of beautiful autumn lighting up our landscape. Oh my gosh, this is a truly beautiful basin. Actually, frankly, very steep valley section. Oh my gosh, I can't describe in words how beautiful this area is. I'm really enjoying it. This is a section of, say, orangish brown fall transition bushes. Down at that valley. Oh my gosh, look at those colors. As we continue along Pacific Crest Trail, Timberline Loop. Keep getting peaks to our left. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. The views just don't stop, do they? Look down there. I really think the fall transition colors, oranges and reds and yellows and browns, really do add quite a bit character, contrasted with the beautiful green of wilderness forest. Continuing to hike along PCT. Enjoying the sporadic pops of color in the fall transition bushes. Gives good contrast and makes the green pop even more than it normally would. Oh my gosh, look at that straight ahead. It's a gorgeous section. Fall colors being lit up by the beautiful morning sun. Look at that. You got red, orange, and yellow all in one glorious, glowing section. It's beautiful. Continuing to hike along Pacific Crest Trail. Enjoying this easy to hike on light gray sandy trail. Take a look up at this area. It's an alpine zone area. Stop here and give you a panorama of this spectacular basin. Look at that basin. That is gorgeous. Looking down at Mount Hood Wilderness here on Timberline Trail, Pacific Crest Trail. And look at this. This is a beautiful section. Those rolling green hills off in the expansive panoramic distance with the valley basin of these Mount Hood Wilderness trees. This is a truly spectacular section. And I'm really digging these fall colors of this section coming up here, kind of almost framing the entire area. My gosh, this is beautiful. Let me pan over one more time. Give you a trail perspective as I hike this area. Look at this area. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Wanted to show you this absolutely spectacular basin to the left of the trail. Mount Hood Wilderness, and we're transitioning to some fall colors, autumn spectrum, yellow and orange and brown. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is spectacular. We're looking straight ahead at the beautiful Mount Hood here in Mount Hood Wilderness, Pacific Crest Trail, Timberline Loop. And look at these beautiful fall colors, these autumn spectrum of reds and oranges in the foreground, framing the incredible Mount Hood behind it. This is a truly epic and beautiful section. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is a spectacular view. I can't tell you how much the red here is really making the entire area come alive. Look at that beautiful Mount Hood. Look at these beautiful colors. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Look at that. There to the right there is the Timberline Loop we're on. Pacific Crest Trail. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. And then, if we look down, you can hear the roar of the river down below of the beautiful Mount Hood.